Hello, second graders. Today in social studies, we are going to continue working in our map skills book. So if you have your map skills book handy, would you please grab that out of your binder or your folder? And in our map skills book today, we are going to continue learning about cardinal directions, but we are going to learn that there is a symbol that we will use on a map to know and to show us the 4 cardinal directions. So we're going to watch a video on this symbol, which is called the compass rose.
Let's learn about cardinal directions. Why? Well, let's see. Time for a road trip. Your directions say to start at the center of the 48 states near Lebanon, Kansas. Then drive north until you reach the next border. At the border, turn and go west until you reach another border. At this border, turn south and go to the middle of the next state. So where do you end up? In order to navigate these directions, you need to know your cardinal directions. The cardinal directions are found on maps and compasses, and also can be found on a compass rose. Here's what one example of a compass rose looks like. So what are the different directions found on a compass rose, and are the cardinal directions? An easy way to remember this is to use never eat soggy waffles. If you go in a clockwise manner, you get north, east, south, west. So let's apply the directions again. Let's move a sphere out of the maze. You begin by going west, then go north, then west, and then south, then west, and you're out. Finally, you can add directions in between the 4 main directions, between north and
All right,
east.
we are not
north.
going to add those directions because we are going to focus on these 4 directions first. So get out your math skills book and open it up to page 22. And I know in my lesson plans, I think I have the wrong page number again. So make sure you're on page 22 and it looks like this. Okay? Now I'm going to make it really big and I'm going to read the top and I'm going to explain what a compass rose is. So this says, what kind of rose is a compass rose? Now when we say the word rose, we think of a rose as a flower. But in this case, in social studies and on maps, a compass rose is not a flower. It's simply like a symbol. It might look like a flower, especially if you add more directions, like for example, northeast, southeast, southwest, and northwest. It kind of makes it look like a flower, but it's not an actual flower. So let's read down here, and I'm going to read it, and I would like you to follow along in your books with your finger or your pencil or anything to track. A compass rose is a map symbol that shows directions. Look at one compass rose and find north. So north is always towards the top, up. South, and south is always towards the bottom. East is to the right, and west is always to the left. Now map makers draw different kinds of compass roses. Above are 3 compass roses. Which do you like best? So right now, I want you to look at these 3. They look similar, they kind of look all the same, but they're designed a little different. So I want you to circle, which one do you like the best? I'm gonna pick the middle one because that's the one that I like the best, but I want you to circle which one do you like the best with your pencil. Okay. Now, we're gonna go down below and we're gonna practice using a compass rose. So down below we see a map, and this map is of Greene County. So this is like a county. We live in Martin County, and some of you might live in Faribault County. So a county is just basically a big area of land, and in this big area of land, there's different cities, okay? And so this county county is kind of in charge of all those cities. Now, if you can see, there's Willow City, Maple City, Elm City, Oak City, and Spruce City. And there's also a couple lakes. We have Round Lake, Bell Lake, and we have some mountains, the Blue Mountains, the Green Mountains. I forgot there's Long Lake up there. And then we have some roads that go through. We have Lake Road, Hill Road, Forest Road, and Valley Road. So this is a county, okay? Now, we're going to use our skills. We're going to use the picture map to answer these questions. Now, the first question is the perfect question. It says, where is the compass rose on the picture, and circle it. So I want you to use your eyes over here and see, where do you see that compass rose that is telling us the directions? Because on our last pages, the directions were up here, north, east, south, west. And they were just showing you the 4 directions. But now we actually need to find the symbol for it. So look around, and if you notice, the symbol is right down here in the corner. You are right. So in number 1, you need to circle the compass rose and then cross it off when you have it done. The compass rose is normally in the bottom of the map, and usually it's in a corner. Not always, but most of the time it's in a corner. So that's not in the middle of the map. They kind of want it out of the way so that you can use it, but it's not taking up space on your map. Number 2 says, you drive from Elm City to Maple City. What direction do you drive? So I'm going to start at Elm City, which is here, with my pencil, and I'm going to drive to Maple City. So I just go from this city to this city. Now, if I don't know, I can use my compass rose. So if I put my compass rose down here, and I look, and I go to the left is to the west. So remember, if you're going to the left, that is always to the west. So this one is going west. So you don't have to write it up there, but you do need to write it on the line. Number 2, west, W-E-S-T. And then cross it off when you have that done. Okay, so see how I use my compass rose to know which direction to go? Number 3, is Bell Lake north or south of Long Lake? So let's find Long Lake. Here's Long Lake. If I want to go down to Bell Lake, which direction am I going? So look at my compass rose. If I want to go down, we need to go south. So I'm going to go south from Long Lake to Bell Lake. South. And then cross that one off when you have that written. S-O-U, ow, and then T-H, south. Number 4, are the Blue Mountains east or west of Bell Lake? So here's Bell Lake, and if I want to see where the Blue Mountains are, I'm going to go this way. So I look at my compass rose. If I go to the left, I'm going to the W, which is west. I'm going west. W-E-S-T, west. So remember, if you go to the left, that's west. If you go to the right, that's east. And the last one, number 5, are the Blue Mountains north or south of Round Lake? So find Round Lake, and if you want to go to the Blue Mountains, which you're going to go down, so look here, compass rose, start here and go down. You again are going south. So for going from the Round Lake to the Blue Mountains, you are going south. S-O-U-T-H, south, south. And then cross off, make sure you cross off 4 and 5 when you're done. All right, now when we get back after Christmas break, we are gonna do the take your turn now, because I will give you a piece of paper and I'm gonna review compass roses, and then I'm gonna have you draw your own compass rose, and then I'm gonna have you show everybody your design, because this is kind of a fun project, but we're not gonna do it today. But when we get back from break, I will have you create your own compass rose, and I'll review too. So make sure you get this page done. Make sure you keep your map skills book in a safe spot so that we can hand it in when we get back from break.